You know that moment when you open the fridge and spot that container of leftover turkey just sitting there like it's judging you. Dry, forgotten, and begging not to become yet another sad sandwich. But what if I told you there's a way to turn it into a cozy, creamy, crave-worthy weeknight dinner so good? No one at the table will even guess it started with leftovers. Yep, this is one of those recipes that saves your night and makes you look like you planned it all along. Tonight, we're transforming those scraps into a dreamy, creamy garlic butter turkey noodle soup. Rich, silky, and loaded with flavor, it's the kind of bowl that makes people pause mid-bite and ask, "Wait, what's in this?" We're also making golden cheese croutons that crunch and melt at the same time, a quick lemon garlic drizzle to give everything a zesty lift, and a chilled apple ginger drink that brings the whole meal together. This is not just dinner, it's a comeback story for your leftovers. Stick around, because these little twists and sauce secrets take minutes to make but leave lasting impressions. And if you've ever had a fridge full of, "What do I do with this?" moments, then subscribe and share, because we're about to turn ordinary into unforgettable, one fun food story at a time. Start by grabbing about 2 cups of leftover turkey, white meat, dark meat, a little mix of both. It doesn't matter if it's dry. In fact, that's better. This soup is like a warm bath for tired turkey. If your turkey's still on the bone, just pull it apart with a knife or your hands. Shredded works best here, so it melts right into the soup. In a large pot, melt 2 tablespoons of butter with a drizzle of olive oil over medium heat. Wait until the butter foams and just begins to brown. Those golden bits at the bottom. That's your flavor base. Add 1 finely diced onion, 2 grated cloves of garlic, and a chopped stalk of celery. Let it all sizzle gently for about 3 to 4 minutes until everything softens and smells like dinner is already halfway done. Sprinkle in a teaspoon of dried thyme, half a teaspoon of rosemary, a pinch of chili flakes, and here's the surprise, a splash of soy sauce. Just a teaspoon. It adds this deep, savory base that no one can quite put their finger on, but everyone loves. Pour in 4 cups of chicken broth and 1 extra cup of water. As it starts to simmer, drop in 2 generous handfuls of white egg noodles. Let them cook until they're just shy of tender. Now stir in the turkey. Let those shredded pieces sink into the broth and start soaking up all that buttery herb goodness. Pour in half a cup of heavy cream and stir gently. Let it simmer for about 8 minutes, just enough time for the noodles to finish cooking and the turkey to soften into something luxurious. If you've got it, add a splash of white wine or a teaspoon of Dijon mustard right here. It deepens the flavor and makes people think this took hours, not minutes. Right before you turn off the heat, add half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese and the juice from half a lemon. Taste it. If it needs something, it's probably just a pinch of salt or a dash of paprika to round it out. While that simmers, melt a tablespoon of butter in a small pan and stir in 1 minced clove of garlic. Let it cook until golden and fragrant. Then squeeze in the other half of that lemon and add a splash of cream, maybe 2 tablespoons. Let it bubble for a few seconds and turn silky. That's your lemon garlic velvet drizzle, and it is magical. A spoonful over your soup adds this creamy brightness that cuts through the richness and ties every spoonful together. Take any leftover bread you have. Yes, even the ends nobody wants, and cube it into bite-sized pieces. Toss them with melted butter, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and a generous handful of shredded cheddar cheese. Bake at 375 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes until they're golden, crisp, and slightly cheesy on top. Eat a few straight off the tray, then toss a handful into your soup bowl and let them soak just a little. Let's cool things down with a spiced apple ginger drink that feels like a gentle cleanse after a creamy meal. In a small saucepan, combine 1 cup of apple juice with a few slices of fresh ginger, a cinnamon stick, and a teaspoon of honey. Simmer gently for 5 minutes, just until it starts to steam and infuse. Let it cool a bit. Strain out the spices, then pour over ice. Add a lemon wedge if you're feeling fancy. It's warm, sweet, a little spicy, and the perfect sip to wash it all down. And here's the bonus. The ginger and cinnamon aren't just delicious, they're great for digestion after a rich meal. It's the kind of little touch your body will thank you for later. Ladle the soup into deep bowls, swirl in that lemon garlic drizzle, drop in the croutons, and finish with a tiny sprig of parsley or a crack of black pepper. Suddenly, It's not leftovers, it's a cozy little masterpiece. So what did we just do? We took yesterday's turkey, gave it new life with cream, herbs and garlic butter, wrapped it in noodles, crowned it with cheese croutons, brightened it with lemon sauce, and served it alongside a cool spice drink. And there you have it. A quick weeknight dinner with turkey leftovers that's so flavorful, so comforting, and so well put together, no one will ever guess where it came from. If anyone at the table asks if this was made from leftovers, just raise an eyebrow and say, "Leftovers. Never heard of her." If this gave you new hope for your fridge leftovers, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who always says, "I don't know what to cook tonight." And let me know in the comments, what's the most unexpected thing you've done with leftover turkey? I might just turn your answer into tomorrow's dinner. Thank you for watching. See you in the next fun food story.